It's January 28th, and the strange side of history awaits. Today, we have a killer brought to justice for turning lives into commodities, a launch that became a national trauma watched in real time, and a simple invention whose perfect fit would quietly outlast generations. Let's begin. On January 28, 1892, a harsh cold settled over Edinburgh as William Burke was led to the gallows. This was no ordinary execution. It was the final chapter of one of Britain's most chilling crimes, the Westport murders. For 10 dark months, Burke and his accomplice, William Hare, preyed on the poor and forgotten. Their victims vanished quietly, their bodies sold in secret to an anatomy school desperate for cadavers. In an age where the dead was worth more than the living, murder became business. As Burke's noose was prepared, an estimated 30,000 people flooded the area, straining for a glimpse. Some came for justice, others came for the spectacle. They all knew what they were witnessing. Yet, death did not end Burke's usefulness. In a grim twist, his body was dissected, his skeleton preserved, and is still in display today. Public outrage from this case would eventually force change, reshaping medicine law and ending the trade of stolen bodies. On January 28, 1986, a nation looked skyward and watched hope turn to horror. The morning air over Cape Canaveral was unusually cold as NASA prepared for a launch meant to inspire a generation. Millions of students watched live, waiting to see their teacher, Krista McAuliffe, become the first civilian in space. 73 seconds after liftoff, the sky betrayed them. A small rubber O-ring, brittle from the cold, failed inside the right solid rocket booster. Invisible at first, superheated gas escaped, burning through the external fuel tank. In an instant, the shuttle was torn apart at 11:38 a.m. The crew, Francis Sobey, Michael Smith, Ronald McNair, Ellison Onozurka, Judith Resnick, Gregory Jarvis, and Krista McAuliffe were gone. Silence followed the fireball, then questions. The lessons were brutal and permanent. Sometimes the smallest failure can carry the greatest cost. It was a tragedy written in fractions of an inch, proving that every small oversight can bring down giants. On January 28, 1958, a quiet patent filing changed the future of play, and it locked it into place. At the time, the Lego group was struggling. Their early plastic bricks, known as automatic binding bricks, were flimsy and unreliable. Structures collapsed as easily as they were built. This new design was something unsettlingly precise. Small cylinder tubes were added beneath each brick. When paired with the studs on the top, they created what Lego called the clutch power, a perfect balance between grip and release, strong enough to hold, gentle enough to undo. The change was microscopic, but the impact was permanent. Manufactured to tolerances of just 2 micrometers, the brick became nearly immortal. A piece modeled in 1958 still fits flawlessly with the ones made today. The material would evolve, the colors would sharpen, but the design would never change. Decades later, those same bricks still click together, an idea engineered to survive time. Another day, another strange bite from history. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your next Eerie dose is just a day away.